The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Where's that? 19! Let's go, baby. Take it in. Let's get that ball. Over. Under 10. 10. Hey, check right. Watch it.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Alert! 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, 24. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
Now Watson. Completes it to Hardman. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Mecole Hardman. 70 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a gain of 20. First down, New Orleans.
Blue down. Alert!
Go!
56. Check. Lucky.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, There's nothing but room to run.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Here's Watson eluding the pressure right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
What's that? 19. Mike, 58, right there. Get him, get him, get him. Switch. Big Ed. 54. Motion. Check. I 55.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
19, 58, the mark. Down to lose 1. 36. Check 50. Hey, 59. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, 31. Check 55. Check hot. Sponge.
On second down, McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Set. 19. Right there in the middle. 55. They gonna need some therapy after this. Check 3. Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? Hey, 59.
Watson just beating the play clock. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
You better be afraid of me. Come on. Hey, 58 is the mic. Ball 58 is the mic. On the ball. 58, boys. 58 is Mike. Watch the pass. Hey, 59. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hot 58.
Throwing again is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Steps away to his left. The ball is out. Watson lost it. The Saints say they have it, and they do. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Watson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Shift. Joker, 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 Joker. Hey, 59. 26.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And an alley to run. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Christian McCaffrey, 51 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
56. Minus 56. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now Allen. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Here we go.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Watch that in. Watch that in.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 58 the money. 50 you go.
Here's Allen to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
$58 the money.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 8-yard touchdown run, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. We ain't giving him a car. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Get the boys down, he's coming.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
58 to Mike. Come on, D. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. And a blow.
On second and a long way to go. Watson being chased out left. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Set. 19. Quick 31. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, watch that. Ball trot. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Mike 54. You think you gonna get this?
Third and long. It's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Here comes Grant on the return. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
58, right over there, Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, here we go. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Let's go one more.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him early and try and create a big...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Set. 19. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. 58, boy. 54. Echo. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 3 buzz. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
On 2nd and 15 now. Watson flushed out right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And all the way down to the 29. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Man, I got you. 58, boy, 58. 58's Mike. Watch a slant.
From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Watson. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Turn him up. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
1st down, New Orleans.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. to the air. Allen. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the 36, Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the Saints' 19-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second and 11 now. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Allen going to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. This is Breida. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now a give to Breida. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Back to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Allen now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. throw is Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They run forward, Breida, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.